First Glance with Jody Vance. I feel like it should be called Circling Back with Good Friends and Great Technologies, as I welcome back to the program Ian Paterson, who is the man at the helm of Plurilock, one of my favorite companies. Seriously, I don't spend a lot of time checking the ticker because that's not my forte. I'm more about the storytelling, Ian, as you know, but I do follow along what's happening with Plurilock because I just cannot wait to use it. A quick synopsis for those who haven't seen our prior discussions about what Plurilock is.
Absolutely. Well, it's always great to be back and great to reconnect. So in a nutshell, Plurilock is a cybersecurity software company, and we manufacture software that allows us to identify people, just like you or I, based on how they type on a keyboard with their fingers, how they move a mouse. That behavior is a form of what's called behavioral biometrics. And using our artificial intelligence, we're able to build a profile of what's normal for you throughout the workday, and then use that profile as a form of authentication to keep workforces safe.
So that alone should excite people and have them go, where's that stock symbol? It's PLUR, Plurilock Security Inc. Ian, now tell us what's the latest, because you've got some news you want to share.
Well, we're very excited. Earlier this week, we announced signing of a share purchase agreement with a company that we're looking to acquire. Company's name is Aurora. They're based in Southern California, and they've got tremendous distribution and customers that are all in the cybersecurity verticals that we're targeting. So they're approximately 140 customers. On Canadian dollars, they're doing approximately $35 million of revenue on an annual basis. Wow. And we're looking to acquire them very much in line with our stated M&A strategy of acquiring distribution to accelerate our organic sales of owned high margin software products.
Which makes all the sense in the world, but you've left out a pretty big piece of this puzzle in terms of what you paid for this company that is worth what you just laid out.
Correct. So the total consideration for this transaction is approximately $1.5 million US. And so this we believe to be a very good transaction. We believe it's going to be very valuable for shareholders. And frankly, for us, there's a lot of synergies, both for Plurilock, the core company, to be able to leverage the distribution, the master service agreements, and the contracting vehicles that Aurora already has in place. And then on vice versa, on Aurora's side, they get access to very differentiated cybersecurity technologies, and particularly in today's world where cybersecurity is so competitive, you really need an edge to be able to compete. Having effectively first dibs on the Plurilock technology for their customers, it becomes very, very attractive for them.
It looks like just a perfect, as you said, synergy, the dovetailing of this partnership, if you will, or this acquisition for Plurilock moving forward, and really creating sort of that foundational name recognition and user awareness, right? Like that's why I keep saying I just can't wait to be able to use it. It always seems like at the most inopportune moment, my technology says, oh, we just need you to enter your password, or change your password time of the month, and if it could just be that I touched my computer and it's like, oh, hey, Jody, how's it going? Like, this is where we're moving. So in terms of technological impacts, if you will, Ian, help the novice in me, when might we see, I literally had a client meeting earlier today where there were phishing alerts going out, the spam alerts going out about being asked to change your password that were coming from outside of the company. And we were all being alerted, not to respond to those and obviously not enter our passwords into those fields. Like, when might Plurilock technology be hitting some of the bigger companies across the country and really around the world?
Well, I think Plurilock already is hitting some of the larger companies in the United States. We've always been very focused on developing in Canada, selling south of the border. Simply, it's a much larger market, even just by population, right? And so there's a really good emphasis for us to start there. We've been pretty successful at going after highly regulated industries, including both on the federal side, whether that's public safety, like with our longstanding client, Department of Homeland Security, as well as on the defense side. And then on the commercial side, we've been very targeted at going outbound to financial institutions,
Right.
whether those are regional banks or asset managers, think of like hedge funds, that type of thing, because they're the organizations that really matter. If they get hit, if they have a breach, there's potentially billions of dollars on the line. And so that's where we are focused. Now, the good news is that particularly with this this pending acquisition of Aurora, right? Suddenly we're going to have much greater distribution, and so we will be able to hit more organizations who also have a need. And this could certainly increase the breadth of industries that we target. And we're very excited because I think, to your point, this gives us a great opportunity to really bring this technology more in front of more people faster.
And you were saying that organic growth that comes with an acquisition of a company that already has the 140, I think you said, existing clients that would just immediately have first dibs on Plurilock. And I think first dibs is a good way to sort of guide the investor that's looking at this and saying, wow, am I getting in here at a time that I could really grow with this company along the way? So PLUR is the stock symbol that you're looking out for. Plurilock Security Inc. Ian Paterson, anything else you want to add here from the investor's point of view, as somebody who's just learning about Plurilock, sort of where you see things going next and again? I mean, how many times have we spoken now? We've only been doing these segments since December. I feel like we're old friends.
Oh, I think we absolutely are. I mean, look, I think the first thing to do with any company that is interesting to you is to just learn more. And so I would certainly encourage people to connect Plurilock.com. We have a pretty well built out investor section, both on the company as well as the actual technology. If you're interested in learning more about behavioral biometrics, about the how of Plurilock, we've got a tremendous amount of content there. And if you're interested, sign up for our investor updates. We have a couple different options. You can sign up with your email, with your mobile phone number. But I think it's really good to just really immerse yourself in the cybersecurity field, because the reality is cybersecurity is one of those industries that's continuing to grow. We're not slowing down. There's no decrease of data breaches. In fact, if anything, it's an increase. And so being educated on cybersecurity just as an industry is really going to serve everybody, both in their personal life, but also when considering how to allocate capital.
Yeah, in the corporate world as well. Always a pleasure to chat. I look forward to our next one. Thanks for doing this.
Thanks, Jody. Appreciate it.